Hello, Libra. Libra, my darlings. We're going to see who you really are. Who you really are. How others actually perceive you. What others get wrong about you. And how this affects you in relationships. We're going to start with the Shadows of the Middle Ages Oracle deck. And then we're going to get into the Tarot of Positive Clarity. Libra. Who you really are. How others actually perceive you. What others get wrong about you. How this affects you in your relationships. Okay, who you are. You are the bear. You might be some sort of authority figure. You're very solid. You're very consistent. I feel like you've had the bear before. Am I wrong? I don't know. I feel like you've pulled this card out before. It's coming across as kind of like wise, steadfast, reliable, really connected to the earth. That's who you are. How do others perceive you? A girl. Just a girl. Isn't that interesting? Okay, there could be an association here between you and an actual girl, and the perception is based on that. There could be a perception that is created around you based on something the girl says or observes. Others could perceive, well, and then I want to say, I don't know why, but you're not perceived here as being as sort of steadfast, wise, and when I say balanced, right? There's a wisdom there. It's almost like you're also seen as being younger than you are, because I feel like the bear is like an old wise thing. So even if you're coming to this reading, you're like just 18 or something like that, you're still seen as younger. Like you're wiser. You're actually wiser, and there's something that you're not being given credit for. Yeah. Like, I don't know, is there a sense of naivety that people have about you? Because the girl is an underdeveloped energy. The bear is not. That's really curious. Like I said, for some of you, there could be an actual girl here who is connected to the perception that people have of you. How others actually perceive you. That's really interesting. That is interesting. Okay. I'm really leaning into that one. The way she's looking at the bear too. It's almost like she's looking at the bear and she's projecting something, and that's what she's talking about. So there could be somebody here who's younger, and this person is, I'm going to say a couple of things. One thing is they don't have a lot of experience. I'm not, okay, what I'm about to say doesn't mean that there aren't some people out there that are much older, and there are people who are much younger, and those much younger people can be a hell of a lot smarter than some old people. I've met some. Some people just don't learn shit at all along the way, okay? And then there's other people that are quite perceptive and even born to be quite intelligent. Outside of that experience, this is, I want to say that this is likely a situation where there's somebody whose judgment is skewed by either their lack of experience and knowledge. I'm also feeling like some sort of social etiquette that is not maybe. How about lack of respect? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's lack of respect. Because I'm getting that off this card. As perceived. I don't know who the others are, but their perception is being skewed by a female that is younger than you. I'm really picking that up. And we're going to see exactly what is being said. Maybe I'm wrong. Is the energy that's coming off the card itself is really weird. It is kind of like, imagine somebody who's just young. Okay. Somebody who's young. Let's say this person is, I feel like this person is under the age of 20, the way it's coming through in the reading. This person is under the age of 20. Everything up to this point has been pretty easy for them. And I'm going to, okay, typically, I know it's not everybody's story. But in this situation, this feels like, up to this point, mommy and daddy have bought everything for you. Up to this point, anything that you've needed, you've been given that resource. Up up to this point, you really haven't met some serious obstacles, okay? Wait, wait until you're carrying the weight of maybe you have your own family and your boss says, you're going to have to work late on Friday and I need you to come in on the weekend. It's like, I can't. It's my kid's birthday. We're doing this. And I'm like, listen, you either come in or you don't come back. But I need the job. Okay, I'm just like, that's life. That can be fucking life. And this just feels like there ain't no, I haven't really experienced it. Everything is easy. Why do you look so old and tired? Like, just look at the bear. Because this bear, look at this bear, like this bear, the bear's shoulders are a little bit heavy. The bear's like felt it. The bear has been through it. The bear's been through some winters, baby. But the bear's survived it. You haven't survived nothing yet. Mommy and Daddy have looked after everything for you. So stop judging. I just feel like that's what this is. There's a girl here. And it's just the way she's looking too. Like, look at that. It is, I feel like the girl is looking down on age. Maybe there's some type of ageism going on in your reading here. Just because you're old doesn't mean you don't know. Oh my God, really? Oh, I'm getting such a, okay. You could be dealing with a medical issue right now. And there could be a super young, inexperienced nurse who's looking after you. And this person may be looking at you going, you know what, they don't have much time left. Why the hell? I'm not gonna spend much time with Libra. Or the doctor said that they should get this, but that seems like a way. It's like somebody here is making a judgment based on a really superficial and inexperienced and naive level of consciousness. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so interesting question. What do others get wrong about you? Oh, interesting. Mice, why you're protecting yourself. Something to do with, okay, there's something to do with self-preservation in this mouse card. What they get wrong about you is you need to look after yourself in a situation here. Could be, see, there's something here. This person isn't where you are. They haven't walked the road you've walked, and they can't judge this. I know this is coming up how others perceive you, but I feel like whoever the others are, it has something to do with her. Like their perception has something to do with her. And if you need to look after your own interests here, she doesn't get that. I don't know, it's almost like because everything comes easy for her. How this affects you in relationships. It leaves you kind of stuck. It leaves you kind of stuck. It leaves you bound to something too that maybe, you don't want to be bound to. Chained. Gosh, it's really coming through like a bit of like horror story energy. And when I say that, it's taking me a minute here with it. Because it's just almost like, to me, like somebody who's in a state here where it's really important you look after yourself. Because you could be older. Maybe you can't walk down the stairs that quick. All right, I can get down the stairs, but it's just going to take a second. And she's like, well, you know what? I don't know. You know what? Libra's really slow on the stairs. I don't think that they should be living in that house anymore, right? Like it almost feels like now you find yourself chained to something that you don't want to be chained to. And they don't understand why you're just looking after you in this situation. Oh, this is a lock lighthouse. Wow, lock and lighthouse. And no access. How to go around the rocks. There's no access here. Are you showing this person? There's no access here. This is how you go around the rocks. I want to know more about this girl. And then I'm going to ask about the perception she's given of you. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It's the way she's just looking at the bear. Tell me more about this girl. The Three of Wands. Okay, there's something to do with her expectations. She has expectations here. Doesn't youth always? Doesn't youth always? Okay, what perception is she creating that is influencing other people? What perception of you is she creating that is influencing other people here? Confusion. Okay, the Seven of Cups. Confusion. You're, oh my God. Like, you're confused. I'm really picking up a vibe here of someone who's, oh my God. This could even be a granddaughter. This could be a niece or someone. And it's almost like this person, their expectations, right? So they have expectations here that aren't being met. And the impression, the perception that they are giving other people here is like, you're confused. You're confused. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how to make any choices right now. Maybe it just takes you more time to process. I don't know. I feel like I'm reading for someone who, you know what? I mean, you could be older. And as we get older, things slow down. They absolutely do. It's kind of what happens. They slow down. And it doesn't mean that you're not capable of making decisions, right? It doesn't mean that you're not capable of looking after yourself. What is going on here? Why are they, okay, maybe it's just like, is there any malintent? Or is this just this person is comparing you to them, and they could be like 18 years old and you could be 78. So, you know what? You have to change your expectations here. What is there malice in this? What is there? Or is it just, young and silly? Two of Pentacles. No, Page of Wands. It's kind of like this person is trying to introduce another possibility here for people to think about. This person could also be feeling like, this is a lot for me to balance this. I don't know what I'm pulling on here, but you definitely need to look after your own interests. This even gives me the vibe of like a granddaughter or a niece or something, a great niece or something like that, that comes by every day after school to make sure, make sure that Auntie Libra or Uncle Libra took their medication or whatever. And maybe you forgot to, maybe lately you've been forgetting to take it unless she comes by and whatever. Maybe you're just like, it's just a comfort that it's one thing I don't have to try to remember. I feel like I'm tapping into someone who could be really getting old. Hey, I got that dynamic on my channel and y'all are being seen right now. And it's almost like maybe she's like, you know what, maybe I just got to say that, I'm just going to say Libra. Maybe you're an uncle, maybe you're an aunt, maybe your grandpa, maybe your grandma, whatever. But I don't know. Libra is, it's getting a little hard for me to juggle what I want to do and stopping by to see how Libra's doing. So I'm going to say some things here that toss some different ideas into the fold. I want to say too, this is the kind of energy that makes me feel like this person would convince themselves that, you know what, Auntie Libra would be much happier in that retirement home. She'd have other people her own age to talk to. Like they would convince themselves. I don't feel great about this energy. Let me show me more on the Seven of Cups. You are stable. Like your energy is, you are stable, you are steadfast, you are fine. But it just might take a bit of time for you to get across the room. So Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Strength card. See, the angels into the chaos. Okay, because there's a perception here that you got your shit together. That there's even a perception here that you could be like a matriarch or a matriarch or a patriarch. I want to say like sort of the family think of elephants. Let's think of that. I'm not getting a vibe here of you being like controlling of other people. Like, you know, you have a lot of wisdom. You know a lot of past about the family. You also know where to find, like, when the water well is run dry, you know where to go in drought situations. That, like, I'm just thinking of the elephant, right? Like, you are seen here as a matriarch or like a patriarch energy to a unit or a family or something. But this is, someone here is trying to create confusion about that. And it feels like it has something to do with youthfulness. Like, it's just some person, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what people like this grow into. Because it reminds me a little bit of the odd younger person that I would know when I was young. And I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. So I think that also has, like, it plays into that, where I understand that, you know, we move differently. Grandpa needs a hand up once in a while, but he's got his shit together, and he's got a lot that I could learn from, right? And I would often, like, because there's definitely ageism that happens with some young people here. And the thing is, like, is it a super fit? Like, I would see, like, how can you not see the value in that person? Like, what is missing you that you're not seeing? Can you not visualize that person like was you once? Like, that always seemed strange to me, that they looked at that person and the only thing they saw was just their age and who they were right then. I would, like, all the time, just, I don't know, is it just me? If you look at that person, you imagine them. I imagine them as, like, a young boy skipping down somewhere or playing with a hula hoop, or a girl, like, baking some or making some mud pies. This girl that I'm tapping into doesn't see that sort of thing. Her expectations are kind of funny. So let's look at you. You're the bear. I want to read you the bear. I'm going to read you the bear. The bear card represents strength, power, and authority. It symbolizes a dominant figure or a situation where you need to assert your influence. That, in this case, you do. Right? And they may not understand, why are you just looking after your own, why are you, or you can't look after your own interests. It can also indicate protection and nurturing, like a motherly or fatherly presence. The bear card advises you to tap into your inner strength and take charge of your circumstances with confidence and determination. It reminds you to embrace your leadership qualities and stand your ground when necessary. Be resilient and strive for your goals. Don't be afraid to show yourself in a strong light. Okay? Yeah, that's who you are. And there's some youthfulness over here that's like, well, I don't know. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but it's coming up now. What movie was that? Was it a true story? Fuck, I hope it wasn't. No, I think it was. God, I hate some people. Okay, this is the card that came out, all right? And do you see how someone's trying to manipulate what she has in her hand, out of her hand, trying to do it with a distraction, yada, yada, yada. I think it was based on a true story. I think it was a movie based on a true story. And it was, it was a horrible woman. And she had a partner. I was both a romantic partner and a business partner. And these two ladies would, they knew how to work the system. This was in the US. They knew how to work the system. And they knew how to work the system. They had doctors kind of in their pockets, because this is almost like they had doctors that were kind of working in cahoots with them, and they would get doctors to declare that certain elderly people in their homes were incapable of looking after themselves. So the doctor would declare that in a court, and the judge would go off that. Okay, just show me evidence. And they would, like, produce this evidence, but it was produced from like corrupt sources. And the judge would rule that, okay, yeah, because they're going to say, like, I care about this person. I'm really worried about them. And we have this wonderful place where everything will be looked after for them. And they would scoop that old person out and put them in a nursing home. And then they would sell the house. They would take the money. It was like just terrible. Okay. I was getting that vibe a little bit from this younger woman, because it's also like looking at this older person like an opportunity. Be very careful with what is going on around you. There could be somebody who's younger than you who sees the opportunity of money. I just don't like the way she's looking at the bear. And that's you. Somebody's trying to get what you have. And by doing that, I think it's a young lady, a young girl, young woman, could even be your own daughter, I don't know. And trying to create confusion, other people's perception of you is being skewed by this young girl. And she's coming across here to me as having malintent towards you. I asked that, and with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, I feel like that's a confirmation, because it's getting people to like juggle another idea here that they didn't even think. Oh, I didn't realize that Auntie Libra was doing that. What's going on with it? I don't know. Do you know what? She's probably going to end up selling all her stuff. She's going to end up like losing everything. And then we don't have the money to look after her. Like, she needs that money. We need to put that in a trust. Right? I am. Okay? I do. You. Oh, fuck me. I don't know. There's somebody younger around you that I'm worried about here, Libra. Okay. Oh, you have the Knight of Cups. But you're dealing with... I was trying to juggle something. Temperance. Boy, are you patient? Patient? And the Emperor. This is you. This is all you. But you're negotiating with someone here who's trying to distract, who's trying to get something from you or distract. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Look at her. Look at this. I don't know who this young girl is. It's like she has all these, like, I've prayed for this opportunity. Look at all the money I have. Then I could start my own family. Somebody sees you as an opportunity, but I don't like the opportunity that they see you as. Like, this is not her looking at you going, you know what? I would love to come by and read to Libra every afternoon. Oh, the cakes and stuff that Libra always has there are so tasty. And it's nice to talk. She has some interesting story. No, that's not the interest. Okay, that's not the interest. Okay, so as we've declared that, what others get wrong about you? Okay, why you are looking after you here? Because of this chick. This chick. The mice. You got to look after your own interest here. This is 100% that card. You have to look after your own interest here. Altruism is not an option. The Five of Cups. Oh, you could be a widow or a widower too. Oh, no, Libra. There's somebody here who sees you as an opportunity. If you are, okay, now here's the other thing to think about. I could be pulling on an energy here. Like, this could be displayed in many different ways. It's just a message that needs to come out to you. And I want to say it's regardless of whatever, you know, layout that I've decided to do this week. If you feel like you had an impression about an older relative in your life and somebody younger is changing that impression, you better damn well go and check things out for yourself and see what's going on. Because I feel like there's someone here who's younger who is trying to take advantage of they see an opportunity. It feels like they see a financial opportunity. And it could be an older relative who's recently lost a partner. So maybe they feel a little bit vulnerable. Maybe they're, you know, when you're older too, when you're going through grief or anything like that, even that combination, it's not always easy to be able to hit a learning curve easily, right? So it's not that somebody can't look after themselves. It's just that I don't know, they might need time here, but... So Five of Cups, the mice. The Hermit. the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Others get wrong about you. I kind of want to say, I feel like you are a team player here. You're a team player, but they may not understand what it is that you're working towards. You likely have very long-term goals here too. I'm kind of thinking like maybe this young woman, she might just have some type of short-term goal. Sorry, I'm just taking some time here to see how the cards are playing off of each other. Some of you could still be working too. Like I do feel like I am, for the most part, picking up a much older energy in this reading. But some of you could still be working. Some of you may have taken some time away from your work also. I don't know. All I can say is that you need to look after your own interests here. And that there's somebody young who doesn't get it. It's just like they don't get it. Maybe this person is just, maybe they'll never get it. Maybe this person is always just like short-term goals and desires being fulfilled quickly here. You play the long game. You definitely play the long game. Okay, the chain, I want to read that one to you as well. I haven't pulled this card out for a while, so let's refresh my mind on it and let me squeeze out all the information I can for you on it. This is how this affects you in relationships. The chain card represents restrictions, limitations, and dependencies. Okay, so that could be it too. Like you could be in a situation here where maybe you are dependent on this granddaughter or somebody coming by, and maybe it's to reach something that you can't reach anymore. Whatever, that doesn't mean that you can't stay in your own home. So it signifies a sense of being tied down or constrained by external circumstances or obligations. This card suggests a feeling of being trapped or bound by certain situations or relationships. It encourages you to examine the area of your life where you may be experiencing limitations and consider how to break free from them, either by seeking liberation or finding ways to navigate within the existing constraints. Excuse me. Maybe this person is trying to make you seem like you're more dependent. Oh, Auntie Libra needs me to go by before I go to school or before I go to work in the morning, and before I come home after. I can't just go once a day now. I need to go twice a day. This card can also speak of strong family, friendship, or partnership ties. See, there's something here like that. There's constraints, strong ones. This is energy that really binds here. How this affects you in relationships. The Seven of Wands, feeling like you need to protect yourself. Yeah, you need to protect yourself here. You might even, this chain could even like be sort of a boundary that you're trying to impose on someone. The King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. There's something about this card. This looks like, this is almost like you greeting someone at the door. Oh, hi, welcome, well. But it's funny. It's almost like the only thing they bring forward is a little bit of emotion. And it's like what they really want is all this cornucopia. I don't know, man. Oh, my gosh. Ten of Wands. It could be somebody that you've supported for a long time here. I'm going to clarify a couple things. Tell me about the Five of Cups. The Seven of Wands and the Tower. No. Yeah, somebody's trying to break, dismantle your you're defending, you're keeping yourself protected here. Somebody's trying to break through that. It also kind of has this feeling of, I don't know, like, I really don't like this, but it is what it is. It's kind of like, let's say you have a niece or someone that comes by, and lately you've been noticing that they've been asking like funny questions, like, oh, hey, Uncle Libra, where did you get that painting from? Oh, and who is that, a famous artist, or what is, yeah, at first it doesn't, it's like, oh, they're showing an interest in art or something, I don't know. And then, a couple weeks later, they ask about the tea set. Is that real silver? Did they make things, is that just plated, or is the whole thing silver? It's like, I don't know. I just feel weird about this energy. The Knight of Pentacles. The Hermit and the King of Swords. It's like trying to get your mind clear here. Because, right, somebody's trying to, I don't know, somebody's trying to wrestle something from you. You're trying to keep your mind clear. I'm kind of, yeah, because I'm almost feeling like, too, it's almost like you've said, you know what, honey, you don't need to come by every day. You don't need to come by every day. It's okay. Just come by, once a week. Just come by once a week. Come by on Wednesday. Come by in the middle of the week or something like that. And I don't know. There's somebody here who does not want to pull their claws out of you. The Seven of Wands. See, that's the disappointment. Somebody is trying to, it's like, do you not realize that you're going to hurt me doing this? I don't know. Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands. No, nobody is going to come out winning here. Fuck. Give me, okay. Page of Wands with the girl. The Hanged Man. The Two of Wands. What the fuck? The Sun and the Queen of Wands. Yeah. This is even somebody that's, it could even have a romantic notion towards you. Because the King of Wands is here and the Sun, like, oh, I'm dreaming of this. I'm kind of wondering if this is so, okay, so this could even be somebody who's younger than you, who's showing some type of attraction. I don't know. I'm getting the wrong feeling, though. I'm feeling like this person is looking at the purse. Why do we have the King of Wands down here? The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. You have the Knight of Cups over here. Let me just attach these two. Your Knight of Cups energy. The Four of Swords and the Fool. Yeah, no, I feel like, no, there's something going on here where I feel like you're onto someone, or you are, you could even, like, here's the other thing. For some of you, if this is a romantic thing, you could even be in a relationship. I I just feel, I got to tell you that I feel like there's someone here who wants something besides, I don't know, you. Like in whatever way that is. That's what I have. That's what I have, Libra. I'm going to go do the extended for you. The extended, I'm going to ask who they are. Mostly, you know, who they really are, how you perceive them, what you mostly get wrong about them, what positive and negative things has this person brought into your life. There are 2 options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Libras. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.